Yo, what's going on, guys? Bitch ass Flakes here for today's video. The other day I posted an NBA discussion article video talking about what if every single NBA player went back to the team that drafted them, like what their starting five would look like. For today's video, we are going to do a what if based off those rosters. So keep in mind, this is only going to be for the starting lineups, guys. So these are the best starting lineups, assuming every player went back to their team. Also, to spice things up a little bit, I decided to have everybody put into their prime for this video just because I thought it would be more interesting that way. So you guys do enjoy these what ifs. Help me get this video to 1,000 likes. It would be greatly appreciated. So real quick here, we are going to go through the rosters. Then I'm going to do a simulation, and we are going to see which team comes out on top. So each starting five is going to play a full 48 minutes. So yeah, I guess probably the best way to do this is looking at the game plan. So yeah, man, starting five for the 76ers, we have Ben Simmons, who was drafted by them, of course, Drew Holiday, as shooting guard, Iguodala, Vucevic, who I actually did not know was drafted by the 76ers, and Embiid at the center position. Pretty damn good looking squad right there. We have Brogdon, Jody Meeks, Giannis, we got Jabari Parker and Thon Maker. For the Bulls, Derrick Rose in his prime with Gary Harris, Jimmy Butler, Marcus Aldridge, and Taj Gibson at center. Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving, Danny Green, Andrew Wiggins, LeBron James, and Tristan Thompson. That team right there might freaking win it all. Celtics, Terry Rozier, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Jeff Green, and Al Jefferson. Clippers with Livingston, Eric Gordon, and Minu, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. We do have Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry, DeMar Carroll, Kevin Love, Joffrey Laverne at center. For the Hawks, Jeff T. Kelly Oubre, John Collins at small forward, Pau Gasol at power forward, and Al Jefferson at center. For the Heat, Dwayne Wade, Josh Richardson, Bogdanovich, Beasley, and Bam. We have Kemba Walker, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Tobias Harris, Frank Kaminsky, and Cody Zeller. Dante Exum, Ronnie Hood, Gordon Hayward, Gorju Dieng, and Enes Kanter. Isaiah Thomas, De'Aaron Fox, Tyreek Evans, DeMarcus Cousins, Hassan Whiteside. For the Knicks, Tim Hardaway, Trevor Ariza, Wilson Chandler, Danilo Gallinari, and Kristaps Porzingis. For the Lakers, Lonzo Ball, D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Larry Nance Jr. I'm going to lose my bitch-ass voice doing this, guys. Magic, Oladipo, Redick, Aaron Gordon, Dario Saric, Dwight Howard in his prime. 95 overall. That's going to be a good-looking team. Dallas Mavericks with Dennis Smith, Justin Anderson, Kelly Olynyk, Mike Muscala, and Tyler Zeller. For the Nets, Jordan Crawford, Korver, Kuzma, Favors, Brook Lopez. For the Nuggets, Murray, Mitchell, Anthony, Gobert, and Jokic. I actually can switch this around real quick. I like that better, I think, like that. For the Pacers, Corey Joseph, Lane Stevenson, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Miles Turner, another sleeper team in the Eastern Conference. Pelicans, Chris Paul, Buddy Hield, J.R. Smith, David West, and Anthony Davis. Pistons, Spencer Dinwiddie, KCP. Oh my God, what a bitch-ass looking team. I'm just saying, that's a bitch-ass looking team. Raptors, DeLon Ray, DeRozan, OG, PJ Valanciunas. Rockets with Jeremy Lamb, Rudy Gay, Nicholas Batum, Mirotic, Clint Capella. Spurs, George Hill, Goran Dragic, Ginobili, Anderson, Iham Mahimi. Suns, Rondo, Booker, Bogdanovich, Jackson, Ayton. Thunder, this team might win it all too, guys. Russell Westbrook, 3 MVPs on the team. James Harden, Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams. T-Wolves looking like this. All right, man, I got to go through this quick here now. Here we go. And the Warriors, who actually went pretty much 73-9 with this roster, except they had Andrew Bogut instead of Kevon Looney. And then the Wizards looking like that. So here we go, guys. I think the team that's probably going to win it, I'm going to say either the Thunder or the Warriors, because the Warriors are just have that kind of team anyway. But yeah, man, we're going to do a simulation now with this. I have a little bit of stuff to talk about here as we go through this simulation. Hopefully it all works out perfectly. Now, keep in mind, this is based off that article that I did read. So it's pretty much based off guys that are good in the NBA right now. So that's why guys like Vince Carter are not on here, because in the NBA right now, he's simply just like a role player, right? So that's what it's kind of based off of. Simulate through date. Let's get going on this. So what I want to talk about here, man. Well, this is assuming every player is on the team that drafted them, right? So let's talk about loyalty in the NBA. Do you guys think loyalty is at an all-time high or an all-time low right now? I really think it's kind of declining at all-time low. Because players are starting to realize that they are not going to care about being loyal to a franchise. Because prime example is Blake Griffin getting traded to the Detroit Pistons. I mean, he found out over Twitter, a guy that was on their franchise for many, many years. So it's just like in that case, what do you do about that, right? It's like the franchise was not loyal to him. So why are players going to be loyal to their franchise? Guys, give me 1 second real quick. I got to do all these stupid freaking G League stuff. Give me 1 second, my friends. Okay, sorry guys, the game did actually crash on me, so hopefully the Redkits are still roughly the same out here. But yeah, so I was talking about loyalty, man. I just don't think that players are going to be loyal to franchises anymore, because franchises and the businessmen, the Penguins, as you want to call them, are not loyal to the players. But I was thinking about this, man. what would your thoughts be on a bonus for staying with the team that drafted you? Like getting a contract bonus. I think that would kind of keep teams, I don't know, man, more motivated to like build around players that they did draft and stuff like that instead of trade them away. And it would also motivate players to stick with the team. So in like the long term of things, Dirk Nowitzki, we did for the Dallas Mavericks, being there for 20 seasons. It's like Mark Cuban knew that he could always build around Dirk because Dirk was not going anywhere. So I don't know, just like some sort of like contract bonus for stick with your team. Maybe something like that does actually exist. It was actually kind of funny though, man, because I was on Twitter at Crispy Flakes 2K, by the way, and they were talking about LeBron James' rookie contract with Nike. There was actually a clause in there that said he would have got paid more money if he would have went to a big franchise team like the Lakers or the New York Knicks. It was absolutely crazy, man. Like something about that just seems like it's borderline tampering. So I don't know, man. Also, I want to know in the comment section below, in recent memory, man, like since you've been a fan of the NBA, which player leaving your team hurt the most? That just like maybe it was a player that's been there for a long time and ended up signing with a different team. Maybe it was a player that got drafted and ended up doing well elsewhere. I know me personally, being a Pistons fan, you know, when Ben Wallace originally left the Pistons, I think he signed with the Chicago Bulls. That one hurt a lot just because that was Big Ben. He was the heart and soul of the Pistons. Chauncey leaving for Allen Iverson. I mean, at the time I was happy, but in the long scheme of things, I was not happy about it because Chauncey one of my favorite players of all time. You also got guys like Chris Middleton, Aaron Aflalo, Spencer Dinwiddie, all who became really good players on other teams. That sucked. I'm sure if you're a Miami Heat fan, it probably sucked having Dwayne Wade leave the first time around, knowing that was the end of an era. LeBron James leaving Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell being drafted by the Nuggets. Same with Rudy Gobert, I believe, and now a member of the Utah Jazz. That one's got to sting a bit. So let me know in the comment section below which player leaving your favorite team hurt you absolutely the most out there. I'm sure you guys can all think of some good ones. But looking at the records right there, 57-24 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. One more game against the Knicks, although I really don't care about them in general, but they did finish first place. So yeah, man, simulate through date. Curious what these stats are looking like out here. LeBron James, wow, dude. Look at those numbers. I know that he is playing 48 minutes. So yeah, man, 32 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals, 1 block per game, shot 40% from 3. DeAndre Ayton, rookie of the year at 26 points and 17 rebounds. God damn, bro. What the bro, you remember my Pistons now. Oh, that's right. I guess the bench would have played a little bit because it is like, you know, because guys do foul out. So I guess that is something to think about too. Andre Drummond, defensive player. Kyle Anderson, most improved. Billy Donovan, coach of the year, as the Thunder went 69-13. Here is the All-NBA first team looking like that. Pretty damn solid. All-NBA second and the All-NBA third. And then, of course, the All-Defensive teams and the rookies. All right. So player and team stats on the season. Let's see who was the best in like the scoring department. Points per game wise, these were your top scoring teams: Thunder, Nuggets, Kings, Cavaliers, Bulls, Pelicans, Warriors, Timberwolves, Clippers. Scroll through the rest of them real quick as you guys can see where your favorite team did land at. Mavericks being the worst scoring team, very surprising with that. And then points allowed, these are the best defense teams in the NBA: 76ers, Detroit Pistons, kind of surprisingly, and all follow down to the Trailblazers actually being the worst defensive team in the NBA. Looking at the league leaders, we'll go to that right first, man. DeMar DeRozan, actually the all-time, or actually the leader in points per game at 35.4 points per game. Derrick Rose doing his thing. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, absolutely deadly. Eric Gordon did not know he could freaking fill it up like that on a game in, game out basis. Kevin Durant about 30 points per game himself. So yeah, not really like any huge surprises right here. We got some really good players. Dennis Smith at 28 points. 6 rebounds and 7 assists, playing against some of these other great point guards. That one's a little surprising, but not too much. I do think he's going to have a solid NBA career. It's just going to take a few seasons. So there's all that for you guys to see that are curious about stats of your favorite players. Let me actually go. I'll probably go to like 100 so you guys can see all that. So we can really get in the nitty gritty of it. If you do want to pause and see more of a specific player, feel free to do that. But yeah, pretty much looking like this. A lot of great scores in the NBA, especially playing 48 minutes per game. All right. So I guess we got playoffs now. Actually, let's go to conference standings first. I want to see how everybody else did as far as that goes. So yeah, we got conference standings. Here is the Eastern Conference looking like this. Pretty realistic looking, I would say. I'm pretty happy with all these teams that made it. Although the Boston Celtics 22-60, really? That's surprising. You all know 2K hates the Celtics, though, right? And we actually got the OKC Thunder, the highest ranked team, and Chris Paul and Anthony Davis doing crazy things. And the Golden State Warriors are the team that wins 73-9, 55-27, although the competition is a bit better this time around. So here we go. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs, simulate current round, see who wins it all. I'm still thinking OKC is going to win it. Maybe Cleveland, followed by the Warriors. Those are my top 3 guesses right there. So we got that looking like that. Stimulate current round next. Yo, Cavaliers actually got knocked out first round, so that's not going to happen, I guess. Warriors gone too. So we have the Thunder, Nuggets, Chicago Bulls, D Rose, and the Dwight Howard Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference. Stimulate current round here. Magic gone. Denver Nuggets gone. Wow, what a fun series this would be to watch. Can you all imagine a prime Derrick Rose against a prime Russell Westbrook? I do think the Thunder is going to win this because looking at the Bulls squad, it's like, you know, they got a nice team. But outside Derrick Rose, I mean, like I said, man, 3 MVPs over here on the Thunder. Oh, man, that's such a good squad. That's so good. Simulate current round. See who wins it all. OKC wins it in 4 games, guys. James Harden with Finals MVP at 33 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals per game. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.